On this week's episode of Black, White, and Red All Over, we have read a lot.
A lot.
Like, so much.
A lot.
We're going to tell you about it. You're going to read it. Because you're going to like it.
Yeah. One might even say we are going to recommend.
Wait, is that what we're here to do?
Yeah, maybe read
let's
or
try it.
recommend.
Let's try it. Let's see what we do. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Brian Seymour, King of Comic Town, here in Columbus, Ohio.
I won the straight face competition.
Yeah. I lost.
He broke and I didn't. Woo! No, we are back for a brand new week where we have read, we will review and recommend some books to you because it's New Comic Book Day and you need a guide sometimes, okay? There's a lot of content, a lot of stuff that's come out.
A ton of books this week.
Yeah, like a whole bunch. Like,
and a ton of pages.
Man!
Those books, which we will
We are
get to.
getting through some paper, but not in a bad way. Okay, so good reason you should read.
Yes.
This is the catalog where if there's some extra dollars in your pocket and you want to add to your read pile, these are some things we recommend. Now, we apologize. None of these books are the same.
Not a single one are the same.
Yeah, so you're getting 6 recommendations here. We'll try to go through those as fast as possible without spoiling anything.
2 very different vibes.
Very different vibes.
These books.
You have a lot of Ryan books over there.
I do.
And I have a lot of Victor books.
Yeah.
So it kind of works. So where do you want to start?
All right, let me start off with the Midnite Show.
Yes, we're all
Dark Horse
stars
Comics,
in
Cullen
the
Bunn,
Midnight Show.
Brian Hurt, Bill Crabtree, Jim Campbell.
Oh, that's a
You
lineup.
should, as a fan of Monster
Yeah.
Squad that you are, Vic should have probably read this.
I didn't even know about this.
I didn't know it was going to be Monster Squatty. And Squatty Body. That's the best I got, guys. All right. So what it is it starts off with the premise kind of like the Scott Snyder book, where it's like, oh, there's a film that was made that was a horror movie. It's never been released. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to do with that?
Seriously.
Well, it's not going to spoil anything, but the monsters show up. And we've got,
I should have read it.
You should have.
I should have. Oh, I should still read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is awesome. It is so cool. Not taking anything away from the book or spoiling anything. The monsters show up. Now these people have to deal with it, and they're not even fully aware that it's happening yet. Just, Cullen doing us great service at the beginning of Spooky Month. Yeah.
Mistakes were made on my part. Okay, let's see. What else can I try out?
This was my mistake.
Yeah.
It totally was.
Plot holes number 2. Okay, it gets deeper.
Oh,
Okay?
does it?
So Sean Gordon Murphy is writing this brilliant tale that is super existential. Okay, you've got like fictional characters being whisked away at the time of their death, being charged with needing to save other works of fiction from terrible things like bookworms that will destroy narratives. So obviously we're getting into super crazy, deep thought processes. Massive is the publisher for this one, and this issue goes even harder because we're getting a little bit more context of Ed, the grumpy, like sort of leader of the team. I think there's some serious things are about to unfold and be revealed about Ed and the newcomer to the team, and seeing how everyone gets involved in this one is tricky. There's some things that happen in this. It's deep. It's deep,
It's
bro.
so existential.
It's so existential, and it's so wonderful. Even in context of like being a commentary on narratives, chef's kiss. I enjoy this one a lot. So, and for $3.99, it's not bad. Not bad. Like you can just kind of slip that $4 in there, skip your coffee, get this book. It's not bad. Okay. You more your darkness.
Right? From Mad Cave Studios. The Devil That Wears My Face, issue number 1.
No! There are no black people in that book.
It is
no!
No,
No!
there's not a single one.
I was going to say.
It's
like,
a very Caucasian cast of characters.
Because we don't do that, okay? Devil's wearing my face? Nope. Not today.
Nope. David Pepos is writing, Alex Cormack, Justin Birch. So this is an amazing creative team.
Yeah.
All right. So this story's awesome. It takes place in the 1740s.
Okay.
And a Spanish nobleman has a son who has been possessed.
Ooh.
And it's not like Like,
Yep,
like,
nope,
like a story where you question, is it real, is it not? Like, no, this dude's been possessed. So the Vatican, who's low on funds, is like, let's send...
The Vatican's low on money?
It happens.
The fundraisers.
It happens.
Okay.
The 1700s were hard.
Yeah.
It was, worse than 2008 economic meltdown. So,
They need to do more spaghetti dinners. The building fund is lax.
So this dude's rich, super rich.
Okay.
So they send a priest who's an exorcist to exorcise his son, so that way
He'll give some money.
Right.
Kind of a smart move. Okay.
It's not,
okay.
not a bad move.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to tell you because it is F word with an ing at the end.
Okay.
Scary.
Yes.
Like as a Catholic, recovering Catholic, or however you want to look at it, this possession stories scare me as is.
Okay.
But this one,
Nope. I just saw that illustration. I'm good. I am good.
and there's a twist.
Really?
There's a twist that makes it even worser.
I don't like that. I don't.
Even worser.
Okay. So I'm gonna ride your train here, and I'm gonna go for negativities. So follow the X-Men. It's number 27. So this is what is the actual issue that this is called? There's too many things in here. X-Men 27. We got Jerry Duggan, Phil Nato, VC's Clayton Callis, and Tom Muller and Jay Bowen. Okay, we're still in the aftermath of Orcus pulling their immediate ass kickery at the X-Men Gala this year, and we're trying to rally. Okay, we've got this ragtag team of X-Men remnants, if you will. So you got Kitty Pryde, Sync, there's a couple folks. Rasputin, who I was not overtly familiar with before all this, seems to be this chimera mutant filled with DNA from different folks, but different variances of power structure of those people. Yeah. So, she's got Kitty Pryde's power, but isn't potent enough to not go through Krakoan gates. So, very cool.
Interesting.
This ties into a hidden gem of a piece, which was the X-Men versus the Fantastic Four. And it's a direct through line into that concept. And oh my goodness, we have a conflict of ideologies, if there ever were some, and it's fun, absolutely fun. So grab this one, it was good, feeds into the overall narrative, and you're going to want to know what's coming next, and this is going to plant those seeds. Yes.
All right, continuing with the upbeat stories. The Sickness #2 from Uncivilized Books. Cha, Nadler, and Atsuma Elahu.
Yes.
So,
give it to me.
This book takes place in the 1930s in America.
Happy times.
Or not? I'm lying. It takes place. There's a few different time periods.
Okay.
Where the story is taking place.
Right.
This is the spiritual. Junji Ito should read this book.
Whoa.
And say, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna let this new blood take.
You gonna let somebody else do it?
Mm-hmm.
Come through with the scares. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks creepy. I don't.
It is because there's a few different stories that are taking place.
Yeah.
And Lonnie the writer is able to make you almost like dream logic style, where you don't pick up on the transitions between that time periods happen.
This is my I don't like it face.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna's art.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Is gorgeous. Yeah. It's all black and white line work. And when the things start to happen,
yep, man, I'm good.
They start to happen, and it doesn't. Once again, it's seamless. Yeah. So you're like, what's the real world? Is this the real world? Is there a spreading insanity? Is there's not? It's so existentially.
And
gorgeous.
I don't like that at all.
It's just Shirley Temple.
No, it's not though. That's
not
literally the problem.
So if you're looking if Junji hasn't put out a book recently enough for you, pick this up.
There you go.
Pick it up.
Okay.
Pick you up.
Oh, that just took all my wind.
There's a goalie stick in it.
I don't like it. Okay. Something a little nicer, maybe. Okay. Dawn of DC, Batman 138, Chip Zdarsky, Jimenez, Moray. From the cover, you see, okay, this is a father-son battle of the ages. Yes. Okay, it's Bruce versus Dick. It gets personal. It gets real. Bruce has done something. Bruce has done a thing, and it is not okay.
Really?
It is not okay. You have an ideology here. There's a creeping problem, something that is a remnant of Chip's previous run with Batman, and I don't want to give that away, but there's things that have happened to Bruce that he is recovering from, and he's not recovering well.
Oh.
And when the rest of the Bat family is really trying to interject and say, hey, there's progress being made, he can't see it. And man, when he can't see something, he punches it. And he punches it a lot, even if it's family. So, yeah, there's some things that he does something here that I don't think I've ever seen Batman do.
Really?
And it hurt my feelings. So if you want your Bat heart broken, that's the issue for you. Absolutely. So these are good reads that you should read, okay? Highly recommend. If you got some extra dollars, grab those. And I think we're going to hear from our sponsor this week of a place where you should go get some books. So come right back.
Hey, get out of here. What did I tell you about doing Pilates in front of the shop? Go. God, what are these words? Who put the words here?
And we're back. I'm still Victor Danders, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymour. Yeah, you know.
I still love you, no matter what. Okay, so these are the must-reads.
Yes.
And these are the ones that if you go into a shop, you have to walk out with these. Or else, what did you even go for, okay? This time, we got all three the same. So we're doing you a little bit of a favor here. And we're gonna jump right in. Where do you want to go first?
Oh, that's a good question. God, too much thinking.
Yeah, there's a lot of goodness. A lot of goodness.
Let's start with this.
Let's do it. First up on the chopping block, Marvel's G.O.D.S. Okay, this is Jonathan Hickman, Valerio Schiti. I don't know how to say it. Schiti, maybe? It's Schiti. Inform us. Let us know if you know the pronunciation. Tell us, because we want to make sure that we're saying this correctly. It's important, right? So I don't know if it's Schiti, like, let me know. And then Marty Garcia. Okay, so
this is a tome.
Yeah.
There are no advertisements.
None.
Through this entire book. It's interesting that it's one that I would normally see like square bound, but it is stapled. It is, all right. I enjoyed it immensely. It had a very slick kind of cool vibe to it, in like a sort of a Constantine sort of way.
Okay.
But it is long.
It is lots. I did not finish it because, one, it is long. That is very true. And I'm not necessarily a Doctor Strange fan. And so, considering that while I do enjoy a multitude of comics, this, as an entry point, isn't the one for me. Especially because not only is it a sorcerer sort of story, it's not even Doctor Strange that is the main character. So it kind of caught me like, I'm not loving it. And there was other books that I wanted to read more, so I kind of put it down after a few. So you're saying overall it was good?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's one. It definitely, you have to be prepared to sit down and read. This isn't a book you can pick up and read in 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
This is a long read.
It is.
It is characters that are not necessarily your
not necessarily household names, right? Although, I mean, there are a couple that are going to be more prevalent in years to come, hopefully. But yeah, again, you kind of have to already have that knowledge, though, right?
Kind of, yeah.
So not bad. The other thing that I will warn you on is it's a $10 book.
It is.
So it's a hefty price tag, but it is
a commitment.
Thick.
Yeah. So you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah, you are definitely getting your money's worth. So what I would recommend, being that this is a must read, right? When you grab this for lunch, right? Get you a good hearty lunch. Slap this on the table. Read while you eat. Just try not to get nothing on it. Try. Try. That's all I'm asking. But otherwise, the art was good.
Yeah,
I definitely liked that. I did flip through it. Was there anything in this that really set the stage for what you think is coming later on?
I don't know.
Okay,
and that's weird thing because we've been introduced to a couple groups, and that's where we get the title. All right, so if you go into this thinking, oh, Avengers, the bad guys in Avengers right now, the gods,
right?
It is not. It is not that. In this, it's two different groups of gods that have living people as like avatars and representatives, and the gods are at odds, but the two people actually are at loves.
Oh.
So there's that kind of dynamic going
Romeo
on.
and Juliet-ness.
And they want to be together, but they can't.
Curse you.
Yeah. So it was really, really cool, like that interplay, and then the craziness of like, okay, there's this Keter class Babylon event happening.
Oh, nice.
So once you get into it, yeah, it's really cool. But it is a $10. It is a commitment.
Yes.
And don't sit down and think you're going to read it in 10 minutes.
Nope.
You're not.
That was my fault. Yeah. All right. So one that I did uber enjoy though.
Yeah.
Speaking of the gods, in a fun way, Shazam. Yeah. This one is by Mark Waid, Dan Mora, and Sanchez, and just the amount of fun that is being had here.
Like this is the Shazam that I love.
Yeah,
it is fun. It is youthful. It's funny.
Yes.
The gorillas.
That's okay. So here's the thing. When you have a character like Shazam, and I think it's so very brilliant to intermix his adventures with the greater context of the DC universe, because there are characters that are directly like associated with Shazam without question, but he exists in this wider tapestry. Why not have him involved, right? Like Gorilla City is not exclusively a Flash like location. Let other folks play in there and see how fun that can be. In this, we know that the gods, the avatar structure that Billy is representing, they are kind of feeling a certain kind of way.
A little bit.
And they are trying to exert some more control, some efforts, and they may not be working out very well. And this is kind of the amazing showcase of where their intervention can take you.
Yeah.
May not be where you want to go.
Yeah, it doesn't go well.
Not at all.
But it's so much fun.
So good. Is there a B-list, and I say that lovingly, character that absolutely surprised you here?
I was shocked.
Yes.
Like when I was like, wait, that's...
Right? Like,
that was fun.
Queen Bee is in this book. It's on the cover, so it's not a spoiler. But her arrival, I'm like, we don't see enough of her.
Yeah.
Like, I think the last time that I actively recall seeing her outside of Young Justice was like Grant Morrison's JLA run.
Yeah.
Yes, like that was way too long ago for a character this cool. So yeah,
that cracked me up.
Hilarity.
And that,
like I don't even know where that's like. Is he in the depths of? Because I feel like that's bad.
Of the many things you cannot do in that environment.
Yeah. That's a big one. That's a big one. So,
God, imagine being those gods. And like your avatar, your living connection to reality is a 13-year-old kid. You would have to.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
it's the literal worst. I'm going to say right now that I think in some capacities Mark Waid was a fan of the Shazam movies, but he felt like there was severely something lacking, and this is his answer. And as a creative, if this is the rebuttal, that's how you do it.
Because you got
that's how you do it.
This week, Peacemaker also comes
out.
Which is another one that bridges the gap between the cinematic and the comic in the best way possible.
Wonderfully.
It is an A+ book also.
Do it now. Like, get it. Okay, our last book of the week, without question. We've been waiting for this one for months.
Yes.
Long months. It is Transformers #1, Daniel Warren Johnson, Mike Spicer. Big shout out to Skybound and their connection with Hasbro to build the Energon universe. It's on and popping.
I want that van.
You have to have it.
I want that van.
Amazing. It's so amazing. Okay, so in this, it's almost like a pickup from Void Rivals because Jetfire, who first made their appearance in Void Rivals #1, shows up with the intent of, and this becomes the story. Okay, first things first. They are very wise for the way that they are truncating the numbers that they have to deal with.
Yeah, because if you have the full cast of every available Transformer, how do you write a story around it?
It's too much. It's way too much. Setting the stage for a limitation is genius. You also set the stage for opportunities for others to arrive at different points to grow.
Very smart.
It's so smart. Now, Daniel Warren Johnson is one of the greatest cartoonists of our age.
Yes.
Writer, artist, like he captures movement almost better than anybody.
Yeah.
Right? And so when he's making things transform, yes. When he's making things transform, you feel it. When the robots are battling, you hear it.
Yeah.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
He's not constrained by your standard panel structure at all. And it just uses that to just the way he's drawing giant robots fighting. Like this is what he was born for.
Literally. There's texture in everything. It's absolutely brilliant. If you are a fan of Transformers, you have to pick this up. Now, it doesn't necessarily tell you where we are, right? Like if you're an old school fan, like if you're like, oh, this is close to the movie or not, Like, this is not establishing that yet.
Yeah.
We are just getting started. There are some classic characters that are our intro into this.
Yep.
There are some that aren't going to be your intro into this. I was very surprised by that.
That was a move.
Very surprised. I was like, whoa.
But like, why wouldn't you?
I mean,
If you're that dude, why like, oh yeah, let's.
I would do it. Like, I get it. Of all people, you know what? I love and hate him.
Yes.
Love and hate him.
Yeah.
Without like, yeah. So definitely grab that one. Book of the week, hands down. Transformer #1.
It's only $5.
Oh,
also, no ads, and it's pretty much a double-sized issue.
Yeah, yeah. It's huge. Read it. And grab Void Rivals while you're at it. Because, again, the connections between them are building something even bigger. And so if you enjoyed this, if you've been waiting for this, but didn't get that, we're only doing half the battle. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? That's a hint. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Yeah.
As always, we hope that you liked this episode. If so, click that thumbs up. And if you got something that we didn't read this week, let us know down below. We want to hear all about it. Share it with your friends. Tell them about us, because literally we need more of you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Tag us in social media. We're easy to find.
Yeah.
We interact usually.
We do.
And we do this every week. So hit the subscribe button.
Boom.
Go into your phone settings and say phone. Let it be known.
Yeah.
And
And then we'll be there for you, because we are here for you.
Yep.
It's Black, White, and Red all over. The best comic review show on the entire interwebs. Ask Beyonce. She'll tell you. Ask her. Ask her. Ask her. Ask her. All my single ladies.
Right. I'm a survivor.
I'm saying, all my single issues. All my single issues.
With the